China may be preparing for a new kind of confrontation with America in the South China Sea, one where machines, not soldiers, could come from the first line of defense. A Chinese military proposal envisions disputed islands surrounded by autonomous drones that could detect, disrupt, and even attack hostile forces. Think of it as a security fence made up of robots at sea instead of soldiers watching every direction. Drones in the air, on the water, and underwater would work together to stop anything approaching. Chinese researchers have proposed connecting these drones with military installations on islands and reefs. And main reason behind this move reportedly is that modern warfare is increasingly showing that cheap drones can pose a serious threat to expensive military hardware. Iran's low-cost Shahid drone is one example. The Chinese proposal would also reportedly move away from the traditional military kill chain, where essentially one system detects a threat, passes the information to another, which then decides how to respond. Instead, China is looking at a closed-loop network. Think of it as a football team where every player can see the entire field and instantly share what they see. If one player is taken out, the others can still keep playing. Here, aerial drones could scan the horizon, surface drones could watch the approaches, underwater vehicles could patrol shallow waters and reef channels. AI could then help make sense of all that information, identifying what might be a threat, even if communications are disrupted. The proposed defense would work in 3 layers. The outer layer would spot threats at a distance and potentially attack them with missiles or torpedoes. The middle layer could use electronic warfare, in simple terms, trying to jam or confuse an enemy's communications and electronics. And the inner layer would act as the final shield, using uncrewed surface vehicles, suicide drones, and uncrewed underwater vehicles against anything that gets through. The larger picture is clear. China is exploring how warfare could become increasingly autonomous. So if this proposal ever becomes reality, some of the South China Sea's most contested outposts could look less like traditional military bases and more like robotic fortresses, constantly watching, sharing information, and responding with far fewer Chinese personnel in harm's way.